What up, YouTube? It's me, Isaac, coming to you with another edition of my life. So last night I tried doing my I in my Shining review. I told you that I had a set that for the next couple of videos there would be Stephen King reviews plus whatever I can think of to throw in there. And this video is no different. But today's review is going to be Cycle of the Werewolf / Silver Bullet, which I've only read a little bit of Cycle of the Werewolf, just what I could find on when I was looking for it at Amazon, which I have yet to find. But it's been a while since I looked, so I might as well look again, but that's neither here nor there. This is basically a Silver Bullet review, which is one of my absolutely favorite movies because I'm a huge King fan, obviously. Well, it may not be obvious to everybody, but I do love Stephen King books and Stephen King movies. And I've asked my mom to watch a couple of King movies with me for my next few video reviews, which is where we sit now at my Cycle of the Werewolf / Silver Bullet review. Here it is. Like I said, I haven't read Cycle of the Werewolf completely. I've only read a little bit, like the synopsis, which I already knew because the movie Silver Bullet and Cycle of the Werewolf are the same. It's just different adaptations, different media and stuff. And in Silver Bullet, the attacks start spring of 1976. And you find that out due to the narrator, who is actually the sister of the boy in a wheelchair, which is one thing I love about Silver Bullet. Is it's about this kid in a wheelchair that's completely awesome because I'm a wheelchair user too. Which, yeah. The movie takes place in this town called Tarker's Mills or Parker's Mills. It's always jumbled and I can't remember which one it is. I think it is Tarker's Mills. And it is very, 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 very ironic because like I said, I'm a wheelchair user and the main character is a wheelchair user. The main characters of this movie are, I don't remember who plays the girl, but I know the main character, the one in the wheelchair, is Corey Haim. And Gary Busey plays their uncle, he's an absolute... Gary Busey is funny when he has to be and comedic when he has to be. And in Silver Bullet, it is just a treat to watch him do what he does. Whenever he's on screen, it gets a big smile out of me. And let's just say there are a couple of characters that my mom and I have ties to, sort of, in the way that my dad has ties to one too. One guy looks like my Uncle Steve in his early 30s, my late Uncle Steve when he was in his early 30s, maybe late 20s, I don't know. Another character looks like my grandpa on my dad's side when he was around, I wouldn't know because I didn't know grandpa that when he was that young, but I would say, again, early 30s to, late 20s to early 30s. And then that's pretty cool that it literally looks like it could be my uncle on my mom's side and my grandpa on my dad's side's doppelgangers. That's pretty freaking cool. And and on top of that, so I'm a huge lover of anything that has to do with, well, scary stuff, like, well, not too scary, but like Stephen King scary, which I freaking love. Cycle of the Werewolf. It's one of my favorite It's one of my favorite King. Well, actually, like I said, I haven't read Cycle of the Werewolf, but I know I'll love it just by watching Silver Bullet, because that movie's freaking awesome. Now, the plot of the movie is this monster is attacking people and unaliving them in the spring of 76 to Halloween night of 76. The reason I know that it's the end of Halloween night is because their parents, who I don't remember the name of, they got a trip thanks to Red to go on a romantic trip after his girlfriend leaves him, which sucks to be him, but he didn't actually win the trip. He just had to get their parents out of the house. Really cool uncle move there to get their parents out of the house when they know what's going on with the suspect of the movie, which turns out to be the Reverend, who is another tie with my mom, or at least her last name of Lowe, which is awesome to me. And so the parents are out of the house, but let me backtrack a little bit because I haven't told you what. So Stephen King's movies usually have more. His villains don't usually have morals, but this one does. He only attacks people that that he sees as deserving, which I will not go into because you don't know what other people's definition of deserving is, especially back in that time frame. Good lord. And so he only goes after people who were bullies, self-harm, again, bullies, but I'll talk about that one in a minute. He goes after one woman who was trying to self-harm, and that was that. He went after Corey Haim's friend because of him being a bully, and one of the unalivings I actually really kind of find, let's just say unalivings in movies are not good, but there are some people who are, well, walking pieces of trash in movies, and one of the werewolf's victims is Corey's girlfriend's dad, and let's just say he doesn't like the fact that his his daughter is basically dating a guy in a wheelchair. I will not use the word he used because every time I hear that word, even in that movie, it makes my blood boil. But at least I know, like, 5 or 10 minutes after Corey drops her off, and, well, actually it's a couple hours because it's dark out, and he was watching wrestling after she got home, but that's neither here nor there. But I know 5 minutes run time. It's you hear the strange noises that the girl said she had been hearing, which the Dad goes out to investigate, excuse me, and it was really cool because, well, no, unaliving in movies is cool, but like I said, some people deserve it, and for using the word that he used, which I will not say, starts with a C, derogatory term for a person in a wheelchair. You all know which one I'm talking about. Well, derogatory term for people with mobility issues or any disability, really, but you know where I'm going with this. Ignore my brother. I will when I'm done with this review.
I was going to say, why don't you pull your boxers all the way up over your pecker?
Ignore my brother. And so they so where was I before my brother interrupted? Oh yeah. So Corey Haines' girlfriend's dad is unalived, which is not unwelcomed by me because he was, like I said, a walking piece of trash, even though back then that word was acceptable. I honestly don't know how they even get that past the censors, but I will not say what the word is because that word makes my blood boil passionately. And every time even during King's even watching that movie, it makes my blood boil for a little bit, except for the fact that knowing runtime, he'll only be around for like 5 to 7.5 minutes after he makes his screen debut, which is really, really nice for me because I can't stand people who use that word at all, even in movies. And just the fact that he was saying that about somebody his daughter cares about makes it even worse for me. And yeah, ignore my brother from earlier. But yeah, that was and then I've decided that I will do my food reviews without actually having after I eat the food now, because my people seem to think that some of my food reviews are not I've gotten comments from, let's say, my little brother and one of my aunts that my food reviews are kind of gross, which I don't see it, but they do, and I wouldn't want to gross out my audience. So from now on, I'll just do my food reviews after I eat without the food actually in front of me. If I remember to do it that way, if not, I will do it the way I've always done them. And yeah, I'm your host, Isaac Mummett. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, leave a comment. Peace out, y'all. Have a good one. I know I sure as shit will. Peace out, y'all.